How's it going, guys? Today we are taking a look at the Transformers RID2015 Takara Warrior Class Nemesis Prime. This is part of their Takara Adventures line, and it's a simple repaint of their Warrior Class Optimus. As you just saw, his weapon storage, it simply just tabs into the top of the trailer there. And I did do a little bit of looking. This is the only RID 2015 figure I have. I do not have any other ones from this line, both Takara and Hasbro. Sorry. So, the only real comparison I would be able to do is actually going to be the MechTech Dark of the Moon Megatron, since these two both adapt their trailers into their robot modes. They're the only ones I can really compare it to. If I take this off, and with said comparison, they scale fairly well with each other. Megatron obviously being a little more longer, and since he's a mech tech and has a little more budget, he has a actual trailer hitch compared to Nemesis. So yeah, and I do also want to say I did end up doing the little modification for the front of the Nemesis Prime. We'll get into that when we go into transformation, which will be right now. We're going to start with unpegging the two sides of the trucks, or two sides of the trailer here, bringing it all the way back. And that's pretty much his legs all good to go. Next, we're just going to rotate the waist there. Stand him up a little bit. Separate his legs. And then we can split the front of the truck right there. Rotate them both down like so. Get your fingernail in there just to wedge the fist out from the peg. And flip up the shoulder pad. Same on this side. Pull it apart. Rotate it down and flip up the shoulder pad. And simply we're just going to fold up his head. That is the Transformers RID 2015 Nemesis Prime. And said fix that I was referring to as well was you would have to remove a screw from in here. In this case, it'd be on the other side. Shave a little part of the plastic with a X-Acto knife or something, and then put it back together. It would allow you to at least rotate that down. And that just gives you more access to his fists. I don't know why that was not an option when they first released the figure, but it is now. And yeah, that's the transformation for Nemesis Prime. It is fairly straightforward, stating with how the figure is made. I do really want to track down that big RID 2015 Optimus Prime that Hasbro did, but I do not want to pay $200. Not right now, at least. So, sometime down the road, I'm going to try and find one for a relatively decent price. But for now, I just got this guy. And this guy's articulation is fairly basic. Legs can go up that far, can go back that far. Got a nice knee bend that is huge lower calf. Thigh rotation. The legs can go out that far. Arms are on a full rotation. If you utilize a transformation joint, they can go out that far. And obviously bicep swivel here, that's connected to a ball joint. Thanks to transformation, he does have a waist swivel. And head can go left and right on a little mushroom peg. Yeah, that's a pretty basic articulation. You can take his Energon axe, plug it into his fist, and this is where that modification comes into play, because if I remember right, when I first bought the toy, that's how he held his axe. With it up like that. I didn't like how that looked, so I looked online. They did modifications for the figures, so now it sits more naturally. And yeah, wonderful. For what paint there is, it is wonderful, especially for a Nemesis Prime. Details are very flat. That's just due to the way the toy was sculpted, and also due to how the animation was for the TV show. And for the most part, it gets the job done. It's got a nice head sculpt here. If the app was still going, at least the Japan version, you'd be able to scan this and unlock something. I don't remember. I don't know what. But yeah. Again, since he is my only comparable figure, here it is next to Dark of the Moon Voyager class Megatron. I only bring this into comparison just due to the fact that he does near the same thing he does. And that's having the trailer put into the robot mode. Not many Transformers do that anymore, or ever. So that's, again, the only reason why I brought this guy into play. And yeah. So that's going to be it for today's video on the Transformers RID2015 / Adventures Nemesis Prime. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.